Hey, what's up, folks? This is Rhandell Mitchell, aka the How To King. On this video, I'm about to teach anyone that is in Millionaire Marketing Machine, Millionaire Marketing System, Secret Success Machine, any of the top tier programs, a simple method that you can use to actually generate leads and sales in your business. Okay, so right now I'm logged into the back office of my ALT software suite. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to perform a live broadcast right here on this video. Okay, so you can see right now the time is currently 7:31. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and set up this broadcast. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put in my information here. So I'm going to basically put my name here. Okay. And then in the description, just leave a brief description to let yourself know what you sent out. So from that point, I will just say MMM broadcast. Okay. Now in the caller ID name, uh, oh, I'm sorry. In the top here, you can just name your broadcast. So I could say MMM broadcast here as well. Okay. And then this would be MMM press 1 broadcast. No voicemail. Okay. Because the particular message that I'm sending out, I don't have, because I had a voiceover person do my outgoing message, so I don't have a message to go to the voicemail. Because you don't want to send a message to the voicemail saying press 9, so I simply just have a message going to the phone only in this particular case. Okay, so the caller ID name on this one, I'm going to just put my real name on here. A lot of times I just put Mitch, just simply due to the fact that my name is a little uncommon, and I don't, in business you want to be as common as possible, if that makes sense. So I tend to use Mitch a lot of the time, just because um, because it's common, and I don't have to explain to people how to pronunciate my name and all that different type of stuff. So, okay, so let us move down to the transfer to number, which is the same number, 614-300-3288. I put the wrong number in the caller ID. You also want to have your caller ID number to be the same as your transfer to number, because when you are when they call you back from the caller ID, when they miss the call, they're going to hear your recording. So if they pick up live and they press 1 to transfer now, they'll hear your recording. Okay, so you want to always make sure that those things are congruent. Okay, so I'm only dialing a few hundred numbers in this particular test run here, because I'm using some scraped leads that I scraped myself. So I am actually going to just leave this at 2,000. And this thing can call, I believe, 20,000 leads per hour or more. I'm not certain the exact number right now, but I've been using this for years and years. So, it definitely goes through the process extremely fast. Okay. All right. So now I have everything set up. I have my transfer key set to 1, and I have my do not call key set to 9. So if they press 9, they'll be placed on the do not call list. All right. So let's go ahead and add this phone cast here. And okay, so now you can see down here the MMM broadcast is all set. Okay, so now there's a couple things left in the process before we send this out. Okay, so the first thing I need to do is I need to upload my lead list into this campaign. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and find the particular batch of leads. Hopefully I saved them that day. See if I can find them real quick. Okay. So it looks like I forgot to save them, so I'm going to pause this and come right back. All right, so I found my lead list now. So the next thing that you want to do is you want to actually take this part right here where it says phone. You want to carry that over here to where it says column 1. All right. Or not necessarily to column 1, but to whatever column you see phone numbers visible in the list below. Okay, so now that is all set. So now, um, what you want to make sure that you do is you want to prevent duplicate phone numbers in the file. Okay, then you also want to prevent duplicate phone numbers against all contact records and prevent duplicate phone numbers in the campaign. Okay, well, this particular campaign only has one CSV file in it, so I know that there won't be um, duplicates in this campaign, so I can just go ahead and leave that blank. Okay, then you want to prevent duplicate phone numbers against all contact records. Okay, so let's go ahead and load these up and see what we get. Okay, all right, so now momentarily you will see this 0 right here. It will change and a figure will pop up in that section, and that will be the amount of people who we have to contact. Okay, so you can see 559 phone numbers have populated inside of this broadcast. Okay, so what's left? The only thing that is left to be done is you need to upload your message. Okay, now in this instance, again, I said that I was only sending out to people who actually answer the phone in this instance. Okay, so I'm not going to be sending a message to anybody that is answering the uh, to the anybody's voicemail or answering machine, only to people who answer the phone. Okay, so I just chose the particular outgoing message that I want to use. Then I clicked on it and it says current broadcast selection. So now all I have to do here is click sound files to voice broad copy sound files to voice broadcast. Okay, so you can see there I just clicked that, and now I can click OK. Okay, so in every bit of 5 minutes is what it really should have taken me to set up this broadcast, but I had to go and download my particular lead list out of the software. Okay, and I paused the video for that part. Now, because I started this video at 7:31. Okay, so the next thing that you want to do sometimes is do a test call to yourself. Okay, so I'm holding my phone right here, and hopefully you'll be able to hear this, and I'm going to do a test call to my cell phone. Okay, so let me, um, okay, and that should be coming in here in a minute. Here we go. Phone is ringing, but it's not ringing out loud. Okay. Hello?
Very average people are changing their lives and making fortunes with internet-driven home-based businesses.
Okay, so you can see the message does work. For whatever reason, my phone was acting a little weird. I think my son might have got a hold to my phone. He did, and he has my everything on mute. So my phone didn't ring at first, and then when I pushed speakerphone, I couldn't hear anything on speakerphone at first either. So anyway, this broadcast is set up properly, okay? So now the next step is to go ahead and click this button right here to activate this voice broadcast. When I do that, it's actually going to begin broadcasting to these 559 people. Okay, now 559 people is not a lot of people, but it's enough people to generate an interest when you have targeted leads. Okay, now if you're targeting the right type of leads, then this could definitely have the potential to generate at least one $3,500 sale in Millionaire Marketing Machine. Okay, so that's what we're aiming for, is to generate at least one sale, and it would be nice to generate at least 10 or 15 callbacks, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and fire this off. All right. So now this broadcast is actually live. So I'm going to open up the real time. Uh, I'm sorry, that's not it. I'm going to open up the real time log here, and we're going to take a look at what is happening behind the scenes with this broadcast, because momentarily you should start to see these numbers will change. Now, the people who answer and stuff will pop up in this box, and the do not calls will pop up in this box. The answer machines will pop up here, and so forth. Okay. Now, sometimes it takes up to 5 minutes to start a voice broadcast and see the statistics. So what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to pause this video again, and I will come back once the information begins to populate. So let's pause real quick. Okay, so if I would have been thinking, I would have done this video on Firefox, because sometimes the real-time monitor acts a little funky for whatever reason, and it's not populating right now, but the broadcast is working, because if I go back and close this out and I click on the magnifying glass here to view a detailed description, you can actually see that so far I've spent $1.35 and I've dialed 143 phone numbers. Okay, so you can see, um, out of the, how many initial people were there? Okay, so out of the 559 people that were in this list, it's already called 140. It's already called 25% of those people in about 2 minutes. And I had it set pretty low, or it would be done by now. But um, you can see that 63% of them answered, which is 44% at this point in time. 17 of them did not answer, and 59 of them went to some type of answering service or voicemail. That's why it's always good to have a message that goes to the voicemail, so you can get the most bang for your buck when you do these broadcasts, okay? Now, like I said, in this particular instance, I was using a new outgoing message, and it just really slipped my mind when I created the message to have the voiceover person also create one for the voicemail for me. But you know, you live and you learn. So anyway, we can see here. Let's see. Okay, so two people requested to be placed on the do not call list, and from the looks of things, none of them have transferred over just yet. Okay, so we will continue this momentarily. Okay, so as you can see, I'm back now, and I logged into my email account, and you can see here these 800 link messages that I have. I've got a bunch of people who called, probably curious about who was in their caller ID, or maybe they might have missed a call. And you can see also that I have a handful of messages also. So that just goes to show that voice broadcasting definitely works, and these things tend to trickle in over the days. So sometimes you might get a phone call or a message maybe 2, 3, 4, or 5 days down the line after you've sent out the initial broadcast. Okay, so you can see there's different options out there. There's, look at that, my email just updated with a bunch more calls right in front of our eyes. So you can see, um I mean, I was saying there's a bunch of different ways for you to get leads, but one of the easiest ways for you to generate leads for your business is using your own software. I mean, you can absolutely go out there and spend money on leads. I know a lot of the leaders in these top tier programs, they tend to spend about $500 for 50,000 leads. Well, why spend $500 for 50,000 leads if you can go out and scrape 50,000 leads with your own software for $97 a month? Okay, and you also get commissions for offering people the software at the same time. So it's kind of a win-win to do both. If a real marketer is going to not only depend on the purchase paid leads that they're using, but also they're going to use their own methods of generating leads as well. Okay, so with that said, I just wanted to show you guys that um, there's money to be made in big ticket programs, especially $1 million marketing machine, $1 million marketing system, and even secret success machine. So um, definitely, if you have any questions about how to get started, either in $1 million marketing machine or how to use this software that I'm using to generate leads, feel free to reach out to me. You guys can reach me at getpaidwithmitch@gmail.com. Again, that's getpaidwithmitch@gmail.com. All right. Otherwise, you can probably just leave a comment below this video, or I might have the comments disabled, so there will be a link for you to contact me and all that good stuff in the description for this video if you're watching it on YouTube. Okay, so thanks for watching, you guys. If you have any questions, you guys know how to contact me.